So next week it is going to be Solstice. Midsummer. Yeah. And the longest day, where the light prevails. Tomorrow, or well, more Sunday, is a new moon in Gemini. And it is with all the energy starting, well, actually already with the fire horse year in February. It shifted in so many ways. And that fire is burning inside of everybody. And some don't know how to channel it or to use it for your own benefit. And that's okay. Just trust that everything is happening what needs to be happening. You are always at the stage or at the place where you're supposed to be. And when you live only in the now, everything is already okay. And if it's not, if you're not feeling okay, then look at what you can change about it. There are so many planets going from long stretches in certain signs, changing to another, and that never goes without anybody noticing. But everybody, at least in my surroundings, becomes more conscious, noticeable, aware, and that's really good. I love being conscious, even if sometimes it hurts like hell, or it's awkward as hell, or it's just fucked up because the uncertainty of things, where it's heading. So that's why I always say, well, live in the moment and you will be fine. And see that without the emotions, the play will be played. So all those planets, all those goddesses up in the sky, all those myths and stories and everything everybody is telling to really understand the world or what is happening. And it is all okay. But it is the fire horse, and a horse is strong, resilient, can carry a lot, but just what he wants on his back. And the fire, it's burning in every one of us. In some it's a small flame. And with others it's bright and shiny and transformative and like a volcano. And all is good. Because everybody is walking their own path. Everybody is making their own soul's mission come true. And that's the beauty of it. So never compare to anything. And only connect with that fire inside of you. Your solar plexus, your connection to the cosmos. Connect to it and pick up those alignments of planets, of your own energy, of your soul, of your being in the now. And follow your gut. Never what a society wants from you, because that's all relevant, irrelevant, very lucid, very airy. And that's the thing we're in right now. Air sign, Gemini. But it's also flaky, but also need to come from within, from your heart. Speak your own truth. And you know when you are living from your heart purely, with compassion for other human beings, for everything that's alive on this planet, everything in energy, without the emotions, without the jealousy or misalignment or resentment or hatred. It's such an energy you cannot use. It only kills your fire. It only kills your love. So again, midsummer next weekend. And tomorrow, or not tomorrow, yeah, almost tomorrow, because I think it's after 12 right now. So on the 14th, there is a new moon in Gemini. A new start. So everything you kept inside for all those years, from the start you came into this world, needs to get out. And it doesn't have to be loudly and on top of the world or in the newspapers or everybody needs to hear it. No, but it does need to get out. And it doesn't have to be like old stories. You need to set a score with a person who did you wrong or who was some kind of frustration or resentment or negativity. No. You just write it down. You just write it down. Read it out loud when you're alone. And then set it on fire. And let that fire horse transform what needs to be transformed and aligned in the air, in the universe. It doesn't help if you want to set a score with somebody, because it's done. It was already before today, before this moment right now, and you only got this moment. So you decide what you want to do with your life. You decide what you need. You decide what is possible. You decide where your limits are, your ceiling, your restraining. You decide how much energy you will spend on hatred or negativity, or how much you spend on love and compassion and positivity. And yes, you need to be aware of that. But you can. It is possible. You only have to choose. So, let that fire energy of the horse get some extra air from Gemini new moon. And at the summer solstice next week, you will be invited to my garden, boshuis, where we start with a new path of the goddess, to connect with Lilith, with Eve, Hecate, Freya, Dana, everybody who is represented for you of a goddess. And you get to choose. Your energy, your soul will choose. And you will be more than welcome to join this path of the goddess with me and 5 other women. I hope to see you next week in the woods. Be kind, especially to yourself.